decide to push with my deadlock here. I know that he has a sheriff, so we both decide to get laid out and just damn. Make sure when Sova is ulting you. This is instructional. God. You just take out your knife and you stand in one place and you actually try to react instead of trying to predict where the soul is going to ult. You try to react to it. I'm dodging 99% of soul ults with this strategy. Welcome back to the show of Who Wants to Be an Immortal, and today we're gonna be playing another random agent, which is gonna be Killjoy, and you can immediately see I have no idea how to play him. Does that mean I'm gonna lose? We'll see. Probably. Maybe not. So here you can see me trying to trade my teammates, and I'm also responsible for the holding the lurk, and right here my robot actually started to shoot and I didn't realize it, and he's broken. And now we know there are two flankers, and bang, bang, bang. Would you look at that, we still have some chances. In this series, I am reviewing your gameplay. Right here, I can still hear him breaking the wall. By the way, in this, I throw the call out. This is gonna be easy. And in this series, we play random characters until you send me your own gameplay, which I can review, which we can then together review and figure out whether you are able to rank up or not, which mistakes you did, and how you can get to the higher rank. No. So this apparently is not easy. Where did we go wrong? I'm just editing this video and I actually figured out on the spot what the best play to make is, and what I told you might have been not perfect. It was not bad, but it was also not perfect. I figured out the absolute beast-like mode to win this exact scenario. So once you do get in this position, your enemy can be anywhere, right? It can be here, it can be freaking middle from here, middle here, or somewhere here, right? These 4 spots. And the only place that you can actually go, and whenever you're planting and it's a 1v1 or 2v1, doesn't matter, you should have a timing around where your opponent is. So in my situation, it was something like this, which means that at any point in the next like 3 to 5 seconds he might peek you, which is why the best play for me was to not get shot behind and actually take the rope, which I completely forgot. And once you take the rope, if the guy is right there, you take a duel, and it's very favorable for you because you have the sheriff, and he would have to hit you twice, and you would also probably have to hit him twice, which is very good. And then if you don't find anything, then you just walk down kitchen. You're protected from the main, you're protected from the snowman, which is very good. And then you can either walk down here, try to kill him from behind. You can just wait in kitchen, wait for the tap of the spike, come down and just kill him, or in game. Or you can actually walk down here middle, and because I planted so open for everything here, you can actually go into kitchen, jump here silently. It's possible to jump there silently, and you have line of sight, and once he taps, he's gonna be like, how is he behind me? I just noticed, and I'm fully confident that right now the best play is actually to take the rope. And yes, he might have that, half a second timing where you would be on the rope, where you have to be ready to realize that and react to it, and just instead of shooting on the rope, obviously you would try to get on top of it and then jump down. And once again, he has to clear all of this and snowman. But that's worst case scenario, and that worst case scenario still gives you very high chances. But thank you for my presentation, I hope you liked it. Here my teammates say force, but I don't understand what they're saying, because they said it in some weird language. And then I'm like, oh, we're forcing. So I'm trying to play off my minimap. Nest. I'll let them know that they're nest. and we don't die. So 4v1 is brilliant, and I'm like, okay, well, if he's not retaking, he definitely must be behind, and my robot was turned off for 1 second, and I'm not gonna fall for it. Now I'm like, why should I give him this fight? So I didn't push out. I was just kind of, you know, waiting to see what's happening. We clear him up. Here's the third round. What I really hate is that this jet is going middle alone without a plan, which kind of makes us all panic here. I also don't know how much money they have. I don't know if they're forcing or not. So Jet gets one, and I heard Sheriff, so I decided that I'm not gonna let him pick up the gun and run, and I'm gonna try to fight him. We're also down numbers. And then we can actually hear my teammate started running with me, which is fine. And then I knew that I should have definitely at least dedicated peeked both of these angles, because they're gonna expect us to push. And I got laid out. Wow, what is that angle? That's stupid. And that was bad from this Sage. It was a bad play for sure, because they have person advantage, and you know, and if this Sage misses here, then it's a 3v3. Pick up the gun, which actually just disappeared. But we'll catch him, right? And then if this Sage misses, we kill Sage for sure. And then it's a 3v3, and they don't have the gun that they just won, which was a bad play from the Sage. But I definitely should have expected her to hold me there. I should have expected somebody to hold me there. But I just sprinted, which is not terrible. It's respectable. So here I drop my thing to check both of the angles for free. I pick it up, back up, and I see that my turret stops working. I set up my mollies, which is not a good play, because we don't have the plant anyway. So why would you throw the molly so early? And my both mollies just got destroyed immediately, so this is definitely the mistake for this game. Instead, you can play post plant in your robot's range, obviously, and you can stand on this little whatever container, and you can bounce your mollies off of this corner and stall for like 10 seconds. But now both of my mollies are gone, and it's not good. It could have been better. Here I realized that there was a timing. Somebody could have pushed behind. I'm trying to find my teammates. Good, so I'm here trying to play with my teammates. This peek wasn't good. Peeking right here wasn't good because I just gave a 1-on-1 to this guy. Right. We're 4-2. We don't want to give them anything. The Jet just cleans everything up. This Jet might have been a smurf, or just has a really good aim but doesn't know how to rank up, I think. Okay, so here I'm just playing with my teammates. I'm playing the second man as always, because you don't want to be the first one because we have 2 duelists and stuff. But you always want to be the second man because he gets the most trades and stuff. Like I can get 3 kills. Like once again, I'm setting the mollies up too soon, which leads us to getting flashed for no reason. Oh, a snowman. So here, I can see my teammates planting. So I don't... And there's this really annoying angle from right here, so that when the planter tries to run away, you can just spray him down. So I tried to save our deadlock from it. Why is it lying down already? And I want deadlock to run. But then he just kind of let Sova pass and didn't even try to fight him. So I got really angry, a little bit angry, and I got so confused and annoyed, and I literally betted my life. So here no plan was mentioned, so I'm playing default. Playing default means you're holding every single angle you can in case enemies push. So now I see my teammates are taking space middle. We have a lot of space. I'm still holding in case they push, which they should. I mean, they know that we're pushing middle. They know that we're pushing A. So if they should leave one guy to push B main, it's not a bad play. It's not a good play, but it's also not a bad play to push or behind. So here I maintain all of this space, making sure nobody's pushing for a little bit. And I see that instead of B, we're actually going A, and my teammates are cleaning up. They're saying his side, I try to get my picks, I don't get my picks because I'm Killjoy and I'm slow. I think they said let's push B here? Yeah, they said 5B. I'm like, okay, I'll set up my robot, I have my operator, so I try to push this angle. Not some close angle, you know what I mean? Because I have the operator, guys. When you have operator, try to fight long angles. Then we got walled. So we decide to retake our space on A, because they might have pushed. So I'm holding, now I have to pass. And somebody did push. So here I see two of my teammates. I saw my Reyna and Viper push from behind me. So I felt safe. To take space elsewhere. And here I was like, okay, we should really take care of this Reyna, so I pull out my shorty because I thought that two more of my players were still holding. Apparently Viper decides that he doesn't want to take care of this Reyna, and my Reyna also doesn't want to fight even though we're down numbers, and even if we were 4 on 4, it's a good fight to take because we're attackers. So I was like, okay, two of my teammates are holding, which I should have checked. Once again, I should have checked my teammate, my minimap. So I pull out my shorty. You know, yeah, we're pushing A again. I'm gonna set up this turret. This turret is good because if I see a lot of people in these lower ranks and stuff, I'll just show you like a normal human being. They set up their turret right here, and then it's like guarding all of this. But it's very easy to just push up and then destroy it. Whereas if you set it up where I set it up, first of all, it grants us like 5 more meters to work with. And another good thing is that it's just good. I don't know. It's good because you cannot destroy it so far. You have to take all of this risk of pushing, and then you're like, oh, now they know I'm behind. Whereas you could just come up like this, you're like, ah, they're lurking, or whatever, you know. It actually might not be good, so don't take my word for granted on this one. I don't promise. I don't see a reason why it's good, but what I do know is that it's not bad. Maybe it's not the best, but it's not bad, and not bad is all it takes to get to Immortal, you know what I mean? But he is about to push in, so I decide to push in with him. Right here, I see that my teammate just pushed in. I'm doing some random stuff. Make sure when Sova is holding you, this is instructional. You just take out your knife and you stand in one place and you actually try to react. Instead of trying to predict where the Sova is gonna hold, you try to react to it. I'm dodging 99% of Sova holds with this strategy. So here, I'm responsible for the lurk hold and stuff, but I just saw that their Viper got killed, which means that they cannot push up from behind anymore. Sure, there could be some weird ass Sage hole or some weird ass Jet smoke, but that's just so unlikely. So I'm still trying to play with my teammates, but they're just not like, how am I supposed to trade this fight that Viper is about to take? Like, it's tough, but I'm looking for openings. And then so right here, I'm trying to kind of be there for my Viper just in case. But now I notice that my Reyna is pushing from behind, so I know that I need to stall as much as possible. Deadlock completely misses her ult, and I just kind of bait my deadlock here. And we did win some time for our Reyna, and now they lost because none of them were defusing. Now, absolutely the best play was to, first of all, figure out where the hell the spike was planted. I don't know why it was planted up there. Who was responsible for the plant? I don't know. Maybe Deadlock. So I should have definitely seen that the spike was up there and not on default, and just hop up on the pipes so that I'm there to counter the defuse. From this spot, it's so tough. And also, you don't want to just be in the same spot as your teammate when you can literally be all above him, you know what I mean? And then we could have definitely done the double peek and all of that stuff. Let's see. Powering my jet as always, have my turret in the same spot, holding the lurks. We get the Sage. It looks a little bit shaky, but also extremely clean. Here I see my Viper, I'm trying to trade, in the second and as always. I decide to push for my Deadlock here. I know that he has a Sheriff, so we both decide to get linked out and this. Damn. So, here, once I hear that, right here, we know that it's Chet, and why I pushed him was mainly because we heard him dash, which means that he's gonna dash to the wall, and he also has a Sheriff, and it's a 2-1, right? I should have seen what type of peak my Deadlock was gonna do. I knew he was gonna swing because it's pretty high ranks. He did a jump peak, and he still got laid out. So yeah, my play was completely justifiable to just run out. My Deadlock did a jump peak, and he got laid out, and I got headshotted, and yeah, it is what it is. They're just different outcomes. Play with my team, being there. I'm like, I can know, but Jet dashes in too fast. I wonder how nobody likes to kill this Jet. Once he dashes in here, someone is playing like generator. I don't think we molly generated. I personally could molly generate. I just realized I could definitely use my molly for the generator, which I haven't been doing. You remember the last round? I threw my molly somewhere on the site, some random ass molly. Mollying generator is really good actually, so next time I'm gonna do that, next time you should do that, and we learn. We live and we learn. Don't like throwing your mollies on the generator if possible. Because Viper only has one molly, and I don't even know what Viper molly does anymore. I'm supposed to be watching flank and stuff. So here I'm trying to... Because we don't, it's totally fine to leave 3 of your teammates there, and I saw that it was Sage who was fighting them, so there's still a possibility that this Viper is gonna come down from this ulted B side. He's gonna smoke my turret, and he's gonna try to flank, which he did in the first round. That's why I'm so aware. So I decide that as soon as I hear him throw the thing, I'm gonna peek him out and be like, haha, ready like a fuck. You know what I mean? But then I'm like, what am I doing? The turret is holding a line like this. So I correct myself a little bit. And then Viper didn't lurk. So here I'm trying to follow my jet as fast as possible, looking at my minimap to trade. We get 1. Now I'm like, I will ult, so this Viper doesn't ult accidentally. Or if he could, it wouldn't be too bad. So here again I'm throwing my mollies, and they just get destroyed. Both of them just get destroyed. I literally threw my mollies. Like, look at this dumbass. Which is me, obviously. That's what my team was going to do. They're gonna push the side with them. Okay, one molly's fine, but the other molly, I can see the Viper. Wow. And I literally just threw my Molotov at their Molotov, which is so stupid. It is what it is, though. I'm still holding for the alert because there's no reason to sit on site when you have 4 people. Instead, I should get early info in case they try to smoke. So here I see Viper. I immediately I dropped this, and because I bought Shorty, I remember I was like, okay, my Viper has ult, I'm kind of rich, bitch. So I decided I'm gonna buy a Shorty, and we're gonna cook. So I leave my turret completely, which probably isn't that good of a play. I should first assess that all 3 of them are not in fact lurking. They just said that there's no one behind because there's a turret, but it's literally not working. So here my thinking was, as soon as they do the thing, I'm gonna do that thing. I'm gonna do that thing, you know, the Shorty, the double guns. So I guess completely destroying. They start spraying for no reason. But I get mine, and here we heard him defuse, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna destroy this guy. That was clean as hell. Okay, so this is the last round of our defense attack, whatever. And once again, I'm trying to be active, proactive, trying to play with my Jet, and my Jet literally decides to dash through a wall into 3 people backside. Then he gets one, he gets another, and he decides, you know what, maybe my play isn't that bad. So he gets 3, dashes out. My teammate is going crazy. I'm trying to tell him how to get his quad kill, and he does. He just literally gets a 1-tap. What is this called? No. And because I just witnessed the crazy thing, let him cook. Let him cook. I'm trying to let him cook, and he dies there. Now, if you're a duelist player, I guess you should play like this Jet. Now, I don't understand how they haven't countered him yet, because he's literally playing alone every time. He doesn't even throw a smoke. All he has is our Viper smoke. So they should definitely be ready for this Jet. But every time he just catches them off guard by just cooking them. He's cooking. He's literally cooking. So I guess just roam some more balls if you're playing duelist, and you should be fine. Just do a different thing every time. Keep being unpredictable. This is very good when you're a duelist player. If you confuse yourself, you're gonna confuse others as well. And you're gonna get 3Ks like this. So I gotta set up an A, because I'm not a Viper Killjoy main. I focus on the basics more than just to... It's not that I just don't play Killjoy. I don't like the character. I think he's boring. I think he's stupid. You know, you have... Once you put down the turret, you're kind of just locked around this area. I don't like this. That's why I don't like Killjoy. But for the people that do like Killjoy, because he controls a lot of things, and he's the best 1v1 agent ever. It's just grinding game lives 24/7. That's why he's in this rank. Yeah. So Jet just goes ahead and kills everyone, but then our Viper starts laying everyone down. I right click him 3 times, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna deal with this guy. So here, pretty sure I remember. Yeah, right here. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, one guy said that Jet was B, which means that he's literally about to come from behind. But I'm so scared to pick him on 1 HP. So I wanna hold something like an even angle. I wanna hold an even angle. And my thinking was, after 10 seconds, I'm gonna plant my alarm bot even at least here, or here. And then we're gonna be fine, because we're all gonna be able to watch an angle. And this is really not good. I thought Viper was holding my back, but it literally doesn't work. He could come from behind of my turret right here, or he come through heaven right here, and I'm dead. So this was definitely the wrong positioning from me and from Viper. Now, what is the best play, you may ask? Very simple, very simple. Actually, not that simple. Okay, the best play right now would be to just walk to my Viper. Probably, because if I push this, I get angle diffed, and he's not 1 HP, I'm 1 HP. We're both actually 1 HP, which is why it's so difficult. If we're both full HP, then you just hug your Viper and play with him. Now, so that means I cannot go here, right? If I go here, then I'm opening myself to all of these angles, which is not good. And if I try to push this one, once again I'm opening myself to all of the angles. Although, okay, there are 2 plays that I like here. One is I hug this wall. No, there's only 1 play that I like it. And it is to push B main and just gamble. Because, so first you come to this angle and you do a slight jiggle peek to make sure he's not belt, and if he is belt, then you just back up, try to play with your teammate, with your utility, your alarm bot, everything is gonna go back up, you have a huge advantage. After that jiggle peek, let's say you jiggle peek and you don't see him, then you completely disregard that he's gonna be belt, and you just look down and you just push, so you have some space, because we have no space to work with. I for some reason decided to take this off angle, which is not a bad idea, but my crosshair placement is what really messed me up here.
That was definitely not the angle.
And then Jet kills my
Not the
Viper too, I'm pretty sure.
It was bad.
Okay, Jet runs away. Jet basically wins the clutch because he goes through middle, and there we go. So yeah, definitely my position assessment was in the wrong here. I should have thought about all of these possibilities and my own possibilities and Jet's possibilities, and then calculated that the best line was to push A main. Viper also didn't really understand what he was doing, so we're in the same boat, but I'm gonna review this and I'm gonna be able to improve, and Viper possibly may not. So looking at your main map is really crucial at long times. Probably knowing your Killjoy setups also is pretty good. All I know that is my robot stays here, controls middle, equals good. That's what I know, and it's enough. I'm just trying to show that no matter how much preparation you have for your agent, you can still win with your basic understanding of the game. So here my basic understanding of the game says that they push our stacked site, we destroy them. Because we're on eco ramps. And this Reyna dies. I'm still waiting, aggressively waiting. So now I see they activated my thing, I tried to fight with it, and that smoke perfectly deleted everyone. Unfortunate. Let's go to the next round. I decided to set up B. I'm like, maybe Killjoy is supposed to be playing B now that I think about it, and I'm pretty sure that's correct. So here I see that my Jet is holding middle, so I can step out of middle. And then he's like, ah shit, they're already kitchen, and I'm like, they're already B, we just lost everything, why did I turn off my robot? I don't know what he said. Hello. Now I'm passively telling them some info. Here I try to deny the plant with my Molotov, but I don't know if my Molotov goes through the Sage's walls, so here I try to fight against this Reyna, and Jet jumps down for an unexpected timing. Because enemy Reyna knows that I'm like right here, so there's a clock in her head. She knows that I cannot peek her for like 3 seconds, that's why she tried to look for a fight here. But then my Jet jumped down unexpectedly, and he has an extra 1 second speed. Right, so here I tried to fight my Jet. I saw on my minimap that there was a Sage here, so I tried to pop my Molotov, and and I completely burned down my teammate here. And then I get this and I'm like, oh,
don't die right
don't step in the Molotov. I burned my teammate, don't want to burn myself, you know what I mean? So I decided to pick the most common angle. What I wanted to do is get to yellow, because when I get to yellow I have 50% chance to win against this guy. But when I, you know, I just run into his spam, I'm trash. Let's see next round. My Jet is playing aggressively, I'm trying to set up, I'm like, okay, here's what I'm thinking. They're gonna pick up the alarm bot, and then I'm gonna molly the corner, and I'm gonna molly in front of the alarm bot. I'm so smart. So I pick up the setup, and I'm like, they're gonna be forced to fight over here, and then I can just pick them and kill them because they cannot go back, they cannot go forward. I'm so smart. And I'm like, okay, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Night. That's what's in my mind. I'm like, okay, they still haven't touched my alarm bot. Still haven't touched it. It's about to be my time. Okay. Then I'm telling that they're mates. Don't be the sniper ever, please. It's a 4v2 and he just decides to give him a 1v1 for no reason. And then I guess this is why Jet isn't ranking up as well. Instead of trying to fight with me, he just also peeks them and just gives them a 1v1. Oh, right here, I wanted to tell my Jet I have my setup, so you don't have to worry about maze. So my molly got broken somehow. And, but I didn't because I was a little bit shy at the moment. I just didn't want to waste my energy. So Jet gets one, but gets traded. Fine. Now it's a 2v1. Right here I should definitely be like, you don't have to worry about this corner, I have my setups. Or just say I had my alarm. And he's gonna look at the minimap, where the hell is the alarm? Right here I should have noticed that Sage has her ult. Right? Sage gets her ult and she's like, oh, your res. And I try to fight, because if you fight the res before they get res, it's a 1v1, but if you win you get 2 kills, right? I'm like, okay, I looked at this wall and I was like, there is no way they're gonna push this. There's just no way they're gonna push this. First of all, they're one-wayed, but I didn't understand whether I was the one getting one-wayed or they are the one getting one-wayed. So I take an angle like this and I'm ready to trade my thing. He just gets 2.
I felt out of place.
And I'm like, I felt out of place in this game, kind of. Like, in this situation. So number one, I should have told my teammates that I have this. This is a very important piece, which allows us to relinquish this pain and allows us to just focus on literally one angle. Another mistake.
Yes.
So I pick up the gun. I should have looked at my minimap right here, which I did, most likely. And this is what I should have looked at. Once I saw that my teammate is gonna peek them, just like every teammate did this. They peeked, they gave them 1v1s, they either died or survived. We won this game because we won more 50s. But in reality, I should have looked at this guy and I should have went back behind him to trade with him, because then we don't have to worry about the angle that I'm holding right now, which is being held by my thing. And I would have been in time to trade my teammate as well. You know what I mean? You know what I'm meaning? Let's see what's happening.
2 middle.
2 middle. Okay, so I see my Jet is pushing. I'll let them know that they could be kitchen. This is very... You don't have to say a lot of information, but when they could be kitchen, spit that shit, brother. So here, Jet is probably gonna win his duel because he's so much better. That's literally it.
Careful kitchen.
Careful kitchen, once again. Right here, I didn't know what to do. When I felt it's a 4v4, And we're kind of on a disadvantage because they're on attackers and we lost so much space. We literally lost all of our middle. So I decide, you know what? I remember Jet getting a kill here on their Sova. Why not go and take that space? Because you have to do so. And now that we got equalized and we're winning again, I decide to not push anymore. And would you look at that? There's a Reyna, which I probably would have died to because I'm afraid of Reynas.
One big man.
So drop my alarm bot, which is holding the angle just in case. I tried to peek off of the trips and my
One big man.
tank. Always trying to get advantaged 50s, right?
He ran
Instead
back.
of taking a dry fight,
what is
try
it?
to use your fight to your advantage. Here, Deadlock just peeks out, which I should have seen. I should have looked at my minimap and seen that my Deadlock is pushing out, so I should have went right here under. And once again, using my teammates to trade Reyna, peeking out like this. Big arrow. And if Reyna is like right here or right here, I can always swing out, trade my Deadlock. And I'm perfectly safe there. And Deadlock can trade me. The position I took just wasn't good. And right now I'm just looking
think
for
he
that
was kitchen,
1v1.
so he
I
should
don't
be
even
like-
know where he is. But
I'm confused.
it's a 4v1. We give them a dry fight. It's a 3v1. It's a
Okay, I'm not throwing
2v1.
this
And
game.
I'm like, okay, this is why I rank up. I don't throw games. I wanted to tell my Jet, like, don't die. But
Kitchen.
once again, I was like,
Happy.
it. They're saying, my teammate just said, coming to you. So I assumed he jumped down, which we would have heard.
Is he though?
And I'm like, what is this?
Happy.
And then out of nowhere,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
A.
Like he's baiting me. He wants to get more kills, so he's lying to me.
And that's true,
Come
actually.
on.
And he does get more kills, obviously. And we would have saved like 5 seconds if he didn't say he's coming to you. You just wanted to make me scared, so that he gets more kills, you know what I mean? So this was a mistake. I remember this. I decided, okay, if my robot is holding middle, the worst that can happen is I get shot from somewhere right here. From somebody holding the angle from far away. So I'm gonna just hippity bop through this. Which is a stupid decision. Not because you hippity bop through it. It's not terrible. The better decision is to just run around because there's literally no emergency. And if we're talking in the most general way possible, you should look at this and be like, okay, what do we not want them to push? Middle to B and B main. Why are we helping 3 people on site with Viper ult? That's what I should have thought and came back to B. Well, I'm like, okay, so they're kind of just at least 3 people on A, so it's, you know. Right now, I realize my stupid mistake.
2 on A still. We kind of left.
And they already have middle.
Okay.
One guy just gets laid out instantly. And I'm like, he hit that.
Nice. He hit
He,
his power.
he is Deadlock main, probably. And what happens? What happens is that they do exactly what we don't want them to do. They push B and middle. One guy dies, but look at this Viper going crazy though. Just immediately pushes out of his ult. He's like, I don't care. I'm reading them like a book. He gets 0. But here comes Jet to save him. And he dies. And I once again want to tell, like, don't die. We can play together. But because it's 12-5, he decides to waste his ult. But then he gets the kill. So I'm like, okay, I'll take my W's. I'll take my W's. We look at this Jet. He's like Immortal 1 this season. His peak is this season. And he already surpassed his peak, and he has a score of 953. And I look at a couple of other dudes, and they were like, you know, like this diamond guy that I was playing against.
Rank in World
Because
3.
it's the
That's-
start of the season. Yeah, so because it's the beginning of the round, The players I'm playing against are Diamond 3, but they were kind of Immortal 3 recently, so, you know, that's my life. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, push that hit notification bell, and buy me a drink so I don't die right here, don't pass out. You can send me your own VODs by uploading them to YouTube and tagging me if you want right now. Thank you for watching. Both links down below for some juicy content.